Christmas videos I've been doing recently, I thought we could kind of do a Christmas haul video because I really enjoy watching these myself. Every year when the ASMR Gamer uploads these, I watch them and I love them. So I thought I could do it myself, and I hope this video doesn't come across as me flexing or any of that. That's not what this video is for. It's just for entertainment, because content is content, really. Because I know it's really cringy when you see people post what they got on like their Instagram stories, so I really hope it doesn't come across like that, and instead it's more entertainment based, really. This is actually my second time filming this. When I finished recording, I realised my sound wasn't recording at all, and I was devastated because there was like 40 minutes of like content gone, wiped away from the world. So hopefully, well, check it, I can see it recording right now. And hopefully my camera's recording. But anyways, let's just get straight into things. Actually, the first thing I'll probably do is actually tell you what all this is all about. So you probably realise there's a little bit of a change going on, change in, camera position where we're sitting, changing colour. That's because I got some new lights for Christmas. This was what I consider to be my main present. Every year we kind of have like a main present. I think this is quite a universal thing across multiple families and households where, you kind of have like this main present sort of situation. I don't know, it's kind of a weird thing to explain if you don't know what I'm on about. But anyways, I got these lights, 2 additional lights, because for the past year I've just been using this ring light that I have, which is placed to the right, to the left of me. So I have that there, kind of using it as a fill light right now. And I got 2 more lights. So there is my key light, which I'm referring it to. So I've got my key light here, to the right of me. Couldn't think of what I was trying to say there. And I've got this other light projecting a blue coloured light onto the walls behind me. Initially, I was going to use this as a backlight to have a proper 3-pointer lighting setup and get going. But I struggled too hard to properly get the halo effect on my shoulders and top of my head, so I thought, why not actually just sort of light the background instead, and I think it looks really, really nice. Now I know a lot of people did enjoy the black backdrop, and so I still will use it for future videos. Just for now, I just kind of want to use this setup just because I prefer it so much more. I prefer having colour to my videos. I love having a different colour to background. Backdrop is what I did for quite a lot of my videos back in my old house in my bedroom, and now it's even easier to change the colours because they're actually Bluetooth connected lights. So there's an app that you can use on your phone and you can instantly change the colours of the lights, which is absolutely brilliant. So I've just gone with blue this time. So really I kind of have more of a 2-point light setup with the sort of lights at 45-degree angles facing down on me with my key light there, fill light with the ring light, which is it's very unorthodox lighting setup. We would never really use a ring light for a fill light. Typically a ring light is only really used in a one lighting setup situation. I did try having the ring light placed directly in front of me, but it just didn't look good. The dimensions were weird. It was off-putting with having this light there as well, so I thought it looked better just having it there. So yeah, I probably have some footage on my phone recording these lights instead of me just talking about it and pointing in thin air to you guys. But really happy with these lights. It's been an absolute headache though to sort them out. I've had to experiment and change a lot of things. It's taken me hours pretty much to get the lighting setup that I want, and I don't really think I want to keep with this. I'm still going to experiment and change. I think it looks okay for now. But I definitely think there's some things that I can do to further enhance. I do want to get some soft boxes, because I think a soft box would be very, really beneficial for especially this light here. Maybe for the colour fill light as well. And well, you can't really have a soft box for the ring light. So yeah. So those are the lights that I got. Really, really happy with them. Up next is a gift that Bella got for the both of us. Really, she did gift it to me, but it's for the both of us, and you can see why. It is a board game called. Oh, sorry, I just hit my mic. A board game called know, Bella and I are quite into board games, and we have quite a few, not the biggest collection in the world, but a substantial one. And this is one of the many recent additions over the Christmas period. We have played this already. We played a game of it last night, like 2 games of it, and it's really fun. I'll just read the little description it has on the back. You are the mayor of a tiny town in the forest where the smaller creatures of the woods have created a civilization hidden away from predators. This new land is small and the resources are scarce. You take what you can get and never say no to building materials. Cleverly plan and construct a thriving town and don't let it fill up with wasted resources. Whoever builds the most prosperous tiny town wins. So it is a resource management strategy game. So you basically, every player has a grid. I think a 4x4 grid, and at the start of every round, a person who wields the hammer goes to a different person, around the table each start of the round. So whoever wields the hammer at that time gets to name one of the 5 resources of being wood, glass, brick, stone, and wheat. So you name one of those, and everyone has to pick up the resource that you name. So say someone says brick, you would have to pick up one of the red bricks, one of the red cubes, and place it on your map. And essentially you are trying to create these patterns. So there's building cards, and every building card has a different pattern associated to that building, different pattern of different resources as well. So the tailor goes stone, glass, stone, and on top of the glass is a wheat. So 3 and the wheat on top, and you have to build that exactly onto your player mat. And yeah, it's really fun. So you have to plan in advance what you're going to build, where you're going to build it, because you're trying to accumulate as many victory points as you can. And the great thing about this game is its replayability, because every building accumulates victory points in a different way, and you only have a certain amount of buildings every game. So it changes every single game the way you collect resource points. So one game I remember literally the best thing I could do was to keep on constructing this one type of building. So I literally filled up half of my player mat with just this one type of building, and I won. Bella literally had the same plan as well, because it suited her playstyle to win as well. I think it was only a 3 or 4 point difference in that game. But yeah, really easy to get into, really easy to learn and play. So yeah, if you're starting to get into board games and are looking for a good, specifically 2-player board game, then Tiny Towns is perfect. Really do recommend picking this up. Because it's a good break away from the typical Monopoly, Cluedo, Trivial Pursuit. So yeah, if you're looking for something new, fun to play, and something like kids, I reckon kids could easily play this as well. It does say I think the ages is 10 and up. It may be a little bit more advanced than your typical Monopoly, but I reckon kids could still like it. And it's quite a cutesy art style and whatnot. So yeah, really do like this game. Can't wait to play more of it. Might actually play a game of it tonight. Up next is another present from Bella. I just want to find it. Another present for Bella, but also for the both of us as well, and that is It Takes Two on the Nintendo Switch. I do really love the sounds the Switch game cases make. relationship has basically plummeted and, you know, shriveled up and died, and your daughter is overhearing these conversations, these arguments, and, you know, you, the father and the mother, finally tell her that you're getting a divorce, and so essentially the girl goes off into her own world and imagination to create toys out of her mum and dad, and basically plays with them as if they're still together and they're still friends, and then magically the mum and dad's soul and life, you know, they become these puppets, they become the toys that the daughter has created. They're not puppets, they're toys. They become the toys that the daughter has created, and basically you're trying to escape from these bodies back into your real bodies. And it's so good, it is so good. Actually won Game of the Year last year. I remember before playing this thinking, okay, how did this win Game of the Year compared to like Resident Evil 8 or something? But after playing quite a good chunk of it, I can easily see why this won Game of the Year. It is so good, so creative, so smart. It is primarily a puzzle platformer, where the only way you can progress through the game is by pure cooperation and working as a team. Every single step of the way through this game requires both of you to work together in some form or another. So essentially, like throughout different stages of the game, you both get given different weapons or objects to help each other traverse through this world, to complete the trials and puzzles. I'm playing as a dad, of course, and Bella's playing as a mum, and we found out that really, like, the dad is more of the supportive role, whereas the mum takes control more of like the platforming and adventurous stuff, which is really the best in our case, because I play games more than Bella, so I'm more tuned and accustomed to, you know, platformers and, you know, controlling a character and camera movement, and Bella's struggling just a little bit with all the camera movement and platforming and whatnot. She's getting there, she's getting better. So really been enjoying this. It's been good considering, well, I don't know if I actually said this earlier, but Bella has COVID, so luckily she's had time off and we've been able to play It Takes Two together. Somehow I haven't got COVID. I've been feeling pretty tired and exhausted, but I don't have any like other symptoms, so I don't know. So yeah, if you know you have a partner, yourself, you living together, I highly recommend It Takes Two. I think it's out of like what's it called, Xbox and PlayStation as well, so you can get it pretty much anywhere. It's pretty cheap as well. I think it's on sale right now actually, so definitely recommend picking up. It could make or break your relationship. There are quite a few frustrated moments, you know. Yeah, you'll see if you do play it. So yeah, It Takes Two, a fantastic game. Okay, up next we'll show this off. So up next is another card game. Yep, it's a card game, an interesting take on the classic card game Snap, and it's called Calm Your Bosoms. I'm not actually going to say it because I will probably get demonetized, and I won't say what it says on the back because again I would get demonetized. So essentially it's a unique take on the game Snap, and when I say play Snap, you keep on placing cards on the table. As soon as it's a matching pair, boom, you do Snap. So it kind of works like that, but you kind of set out your own separate piles. Like each person has their own separate piles. So say there's like 4 of you playing, there's 4 piles you have to keep on the lookout. And if there's any matching like birds that comes up, boom, Snap, and you take those piles. It's really good. It's definitely more of a party game. Good. Probably I can imagine it's good if you're quite tipsy. And he says you just bang this out and play a couple of rounds of Calm Your. We have played this together. It's still, you can play it sober as well if you want to. It's quite funny. But yeah, just quite a funny gift. And yeah, I can imagine if we have a few of my mates or Bella's mates over, this could be quite good to play. Up next is a gift I was very happy to receive. Very, very happy indeed. And that is the Lands Between Elden Ring Book of Knowledge Volume 1. Zelda Breath of the Wild. Such a phenomenal game. I am a fan of all of FromSoft's games. Played all of them apart from Bloodborne and Demon's Souls because I don't own a PlayStation, so I can't play them. I haven't actually completed Dark Souls 1. I'm actually playing it right now. I'm going to play some tonight probably. I'm over halfway. I've done 2 of the 4 the bosses that you need to collect their souls for, like the Lord Vessel or whatever it's called. So I've done Orenstein and Smell. Yeah, just doing the rest. I absolutely love Elden Ring, and essentially what this book is a walkthrough placed into a book. So this literally goes through anything and everything you need to know to beat the game, beat every single dungeon, collect every single weapon, learn every single spell. This is basically how to 100% complete Elden Ring. So yeah, it's all placed into one really thick book. I probably won't read all of this, but I can imagine what I do read, I'll probably find some things that I never even knew about when playing Elden Ring before, because I think I have over like 10.5 days like accumulated playing Elden Ring, so I've played a fair bit of it. To some people that's probably nothing. You guys probably have hundreds more hours than I do. But yeah, I'm really excited to pick up Volume 2, which I think is more of the lore-based book, which I'm more excited to read because, well, the lore of Elden Ring is phenomenal. I love the lore of Elden Ring. I think it's much easier to follow than the Dark Souls lore. Dark Souls lore is very hard to follow. But yeah, because of course they got George R. Martin on board to help write the lore, of course, who wrote the Song of Ice and Fire, or the Fire, whatever, Game of Thrones, Hero Game of Thrones. So yeah, there's a lot of influence from Game of Thrones and, you know, past Miyazaki games, and yeah, to create a masterpiece, to be honest. So yeah, I'm really happy to have this, although I have damaged the spine already. I don't know if you can see, so that has greatly upset me. Okay, so up next is, well, yeah, we'll do this, keeping on the Elden Ring and Dark Souls theme. We have Darkroot expansion for the Dark Souls board game. Now, this may sound crazy to a lot of you. It sounds crazy to me, but I don't actually own Dark Souls, a board game. Now, let me explain. So the other day, and yeah, this wasn't actually a gift from someone. I bought this myself, but I bought it around Christmas with Christmas money, so I'm counting in this video. So I initially did set out to look to buy Dark Souls, the board game, because of course I like board games. We've already seen like 1 or 2 board games already in this video, and because I wanted to buy it in the past, but I got 2 other board games instead, and I said, okay, I'll just buy this later on in the end. So I looked to buy Dark Souls, a board game, but it was sold out completely everywhere. No store had it. And I was thinking, oh my god, is this just sold out permanently forever? Because I also found out that they've like sort of revamped the game with like new versions. There's like 2 new versions that released back in October or November, and that sort of like replaced the rules and pieces of the original release of Dark Souls, the board game. So in my mind I thought, okay, they've completely got rid of the original. So I emailed a couple of like UK board game companies like Xatu Games and Chaos Cards. I think Xatu Games got back to me saying that they should be restocking it like early January. So, bless the heavens, praise the sun, that is restocking. So instead of buying the game, because well I can't, the board game, I decided to buy the expansion, the Darkroot expansion already, even though I don't know if I already like the board game. Well, even playing the board game, I bought an expansion for it because I saw it was on sale on Amazon, and I didn't know how long the sale would stay around, so I thought, okay, I better get it quickly. It was stupid, it was compulsive, it was idiotic, but hey oh, it is what it is. Christmas money at the end of the day, so you know. Yeah, and for those who play Dark Souls, you'll know these characters. It comes with 2 demonic foliage monsters, 3 plough scarecrows, 3 sheer scarecrows, mushroom child, mushroom parent, 2 stone knights, 2 stone guardians, and then for the bosses, it comes with Artorias, who is universally loved in Dark Souls 1. Now, I haven't actually got to Artorias yet. Really excited to go up against them, but I have gone up against Great Grey Wolf Sif, and that boss fight is absolutely devastating. It is heartbreaking. I don't think they've ever made you feel bad for killing a boss before, because when you kill a boss, you're like, yes, come on, you don't think anything of it apart from victory. But the thing with Great Grey Wolf Sif, like, the wolf starts limping when it gets to low health, it starts whining, it doesn't attack properly, the damage it does is basically minimal, and it's just so heartbreaking to see this wolf just, you know, pull to its absolute knees just at its absolute end, and seeing the damage you've inflicted. It's just horrendous, because as well the story is Great Grey Wolf Sif is actually protecting the grave of Artorias. So when you go to Artorias' grave, you have to fight Great Grey Wolf Sif, and Artorias actually sacrificed themselves for Sif. It's just such a sad story. One of the best lore points, I think, of Dark Souls. So yeah, I just had to buy this expansion, even without playing the board game, but I will pick up the board game when it does restock. So yeah, excited to get my hands on that. Okay, so the next thing is another board game. Was actually another card game, but it could also be described as a board game. It is called Splendor. Now, we haven't actually played this one yet, so I don't have a whole lot to say, but I'll just read the back of it for you guys real quick. Splendor, the greatest gemstone merchants of the Renaissance. As the leader of the merchant guild, you invest in mines, send your ships to the new world, and recruit the most renowned artisans, build a commercial empire, and receive the visit of wise monarchs, patrons with infinite resources, to acquire glory and prestige. So it basically seems like an empire building game. It seems to be pretty quick as well. It takes they say 30 minutes to play, 2 to 4 players, ages 10 and up. So again, don't really know too much about it. I have heard of this game before. I've seen it recommended to me quite a few times, like on Amazon. It always seems to pop up, and when I'm like trying to find new board games to buy, Splendor always came up in the mix. So yeah, no, this wasn't actually a gift to me. I think this was Bella's mum who gave it to her, but for the both of us, I just thought I'd include it anyways. So yeah, I'm excited to see what this game's all about. Up next is a pretty funny present. I'll just show you guys. I don't know how to explain it. It is an entire crate of Kinder Buenos. Now, Kinder Buenos are my favourite chocolate bar, and Bella knows how much I love them. So she thought the only reasonable thing to do was to buy me an entire crate of them, which is brilliant. Absolutely love this. I think altogether there's 42 of them in this one crate, which is a lot and will last me a really long time. you see that well? Could you see it? So it is a armless fleece, a vest fleece, I guess you could call it, and it's from the company Reclaimed Vintage. I absolutely love this company. They're on ASOS. So if you're from the UK, you've most likely heard of the company Reclaimed Vintage. And most of my hoodies, I think I own like 3 or 4 hoodies from Reclaimed Vintage. So yeah, big fan of theirs, the products they make. So I'm really happy to see this on a Christmas day. Definitely more of a spring wear item. Probably quite hard to wear in winter as well, with like the colour and not really winter colours. So when it comes around to spring, I will definitely be busting this out and wearing it a lot. So yeah. And of course, Christmas wouldn't be Christmas without some socks. So I did get some socks for Christmas. Here, the first colour pair, sort of like what's the nut that's this colour? I don't know, it's kind of like a pastel green sort of colour. These are ankle socks. I don't actually own any other ankle socks, so I guess they'll be good for a rotation. And then we have more of a beige colour here, look at all nice. And there was another pair, I think they were brown, if I remember correctly. So yeah, I'm pretty happy to get socks. I did ask for socks. Unfortunately, we didn't get any underwear, we didn't get any boxers, which I actually kind of needed, so I'll have to pick some up for myself instead. So yeah, always good to get socks. And yeah, everyone says when you're a kid, the worst present when you get older. Absolutely banging present. So yeah, happy to get some socks. And right, if you're a guy and you're in the UK, you get this every year. It's essentially a Christmas guarantee. It wouldn't be Christmas without this gift, and that's some Lynx. I think in like America it's called like Axe, and some other places the world it's called Axe, but in the UK it is called Lynx. So yeah, it's become like this massive joke that like guys will only get Lynx like products for Christmas. I literally on Christmas Day the only like content I saw was like guys showing off all the Lynx that they got, and I thought it was hilarious. So here we got this, which is Lynx Excite Crisp Coconut and Black Pepper Scent, 12 hours refreshing fragrance body wash. Ooh. Very intriguing, very nice. So we have the body wash, but it doesn't stop there. No. We also have a can of deodorant, Lynx Gold Anti-White Mark 72 hours anti-sweat with Procent technology. Very nice. Can you hear it shaking in there? Can you hear it? Sound. So yeah, another essential. But wait, there is one more. That is one more product, and that is the Lynx Ice Chill Iced Mint and Lemon Scent 48 hours high definition fragrance deodorant body spray. Good old mum hitting up with the multiple body spray, probably him for something. Hopefully not. But yeah, I just love how like Lynx has become like a massive joke around Christmas time. I mean, it's always good to get Lynx. Very grateful to get it, because getting like hygiene products is always useful to get around Christmas. So yeah, it says welcome to the future. It smells amazing with odor busting zinc, 100% greatness fragrance, 100% great fragrances, sorry, and infinitely recyclable can. Please recycle me, it says. So well, it also says by 2025 we aim for all of our packaging to be recyclable or to include recycled stuff. It literally says or to include recycled stuff. Oh yeah, that's really yeah, classic links. Can't go Christmas without it. And that is pretty much everything that I wanted to show to you guys for this video. It isn't everything that I got for Christmas, it's just the things I just kind of wanted to show and share with you guys. We also got some like table bits, like a tablecloth, some like more mats to make it more decorative and make it look nice. We've got a microwave as well, which is pretty good, pretty useful, because you don't realise how much you need a microwave until you don't have one. So yeah, pretty good, useful to get a microwave, and yeah, just some other bits and bobs that I can't really show. If you heard it, that was my chest and stomach making all that noise. But yeah, I really hope you guys did enjoy this video. Fingers crossed everything has worked out. I don't have to film this for the third time because my voice is starting to kill me, or it could be COVID. Who knows? Who knows? We'll find out in a couple of days, I guess. So yeah, thank you very much for being here with me today. It's been an absolute pleasure, and I guess I'll see you guys in the next